Hello everyone, Tips here. This is an Albion Online video showing all the new armors from the Mists and all their abilities. First we're going to start with the cloth set, which is called the Feyscale, and this is the hat. The ability on it is Hyper Focus, which what it does is you become hyper focused, making all your casts and channels uninterruptible for 5 seconds. It grants you immunity to debuffs except for damage over time effects, and this is what it looks like. The next piece here is the Feyscale robe, and the ability is called Wild Magic. It's a buff that kind of lets you choose 1 out of 3. It's very similar to Twisted Fate from League of Legends. Pick a card. You pretty much activate it. It lets you see all these 3 symbols, and then you pick one, and it casts it for you. So each ability on here has a different effect. The one that you just saw was the Ring of Fire. It creates a ring of fire within a 5-meter radius around you, and it lasts 3 seconds and sets all enemies on fire that touch it, dealing 855 magic damage over 3 seconds. Enemies set aflame will flee for 0.75 seconds, and mobs flee only once. The second ability is called Storm Shield. Let's see what it looks like here. Okay, so this is just a self buff. And it gives you damage resistances by 80 for 5 seconds. Whenever you take damage, you shock the attacker if they're within 12 meters of you, dealing 122 magic damage and stunning them for 1 second. And the last ability on there is called Frozen Fragments. You summon 5 frozen fragments surrounding you for 6.5 seconds. And whenever you deal direct damage, you deal an additional 214 magic damage. And this does not count as direct damage, most likely for like Merc Jacket and other things like that. It decreases max and current health by 3% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. I'm assuming this is on the enemy. And it says it consumes a frozen fragment with every one. And I'll show you here what that looks like. Okay. So yeah, anything with fast attack speed might be really strong, like the arcane passive on it. And we'll go to the boots, or the last one here. This is ethereal form. After 1 second, you turn into an ethereal form, becoming untargetable, immune to damage and abilities, and increasing move speed by 20% while channeling for up to 8 seconds. Or 6 seconds, my bad. Each 0.5 seconds channeled costs 3% of your max energy, and every time you pass through an enemy player in ethereal form, your move speed is increased by 20% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. So it looks like you could get up to 100% move speed with this, and you decrease all the damage you deal and the duration of your crowd control by 15%. So we'll show you what this looks like here. Turned into a little magic genie looking thing. Alright, next we have the leather armor set called the Mistwalker. This is the hood with the ability Immortal. You become immortal, making it impossible to drop below 1 health, consuming 3% of your max energy every 1 second. It lasts up to 4 seconds, but you can cancel it on a 45-second cooldown, and it looks like this. Next we have the Mistwalker jacket with the ability Mist Cloud. You turn into a mist cloud with a 7-meter radius, granting immunity to all effects. Allies inside the mist can turn invisible. Attacking or using an ability interacting will reveal you or your allies temporarily. This has a 7-second duration, but you can deactivate it whenever on a 45-second cooldown, and it looks like this. You kind of dash, kind of reveal yourself, you can cancel it. Okay, and the last is the Mistwalker shoes with the ability After Image, which you dash towards a targeted position, leaving an after image of yourself at the original position for 4 seconds. You can recast it within 4 seconds to teleport back to the image, and moving more than 32 meters away will set it on cooldown. Okay. And last we have the plate armor set called the Duskweaver. This is the helmet with the ability Spider's Thread. The This ability has a combo, which the first one is called Spider's Thread. You shoot a thread in the targeted direction, dealing 244 magic damage to the first enemy hit. Enemies who are not mounted will be slowed by 20% for 3 seconds, ignoring crowd control resistance. And hitting an enemy who is not mounted lets you do the next combo ability, which is Hunt Prey. Dash to an enemy hit by the Spider's Thread, and that has up to a 50-meter range. And it looks like this. Next we have the Duskweaver armor with the ability Mythical Web. This places a web with a 7-meter radius under your feet, lasting 5 seconds, cannot be interrupted, slows all enemies by 35%, and purges all move speed buffs. Placing a new web on the ground will dissolve all ally webs in a 20-meter radius around you, and it's on a 40-second cooldown, and it looks like this. And next we have the Duskweaver boots, which has a dash ability, dash towards a targeted position, which is up to 15 meters. You cannot be interrupted, knocking all enemies up. All enemies you pass through 32 meters in the targeted charge direction, and deals 366 physical damage. If the knockback enemies collide with the environment, they will be stunned for 5 seconds, and that's on a 20-second cooldown. That seems very strong, actually. Okay. Thank you for watching my video till the end. If you found some value out of this video, just drop a like and subscribe. I also stream on Twitch with the same name, Caboose Hips. Appreciate your support.